What are the top 10 selling audiobooks for non-fiction this month? This is Book Charts Weekly, where you'll discover this with help from the New York Times and Audible. Please subscribe and ring that notification bell to keep up to date with what books and audiobooks are selling best. Number 10, Shortest Way Home by Pete Buttigieg. The 36-year-old Democrat mayor of South Bend, Indiana, has probably emerged as one of the nation's most visionary politicians, transforming South Bend into a shining model of urban reinvention. Shortest Way Home interweaves two once unthinkable success stories, that of an Afghan veteran who came out and found love and acceptance all while in office, and that of a Rust Belt city so thoroughly transformed that it shatters the way we view America's so-called flyover country. Number 9, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. Sent to the most violent battlefield in Iraq, the author's SEAL task unit faced a seemingly impossible mission, and in the gripping first-hand account of heroism, tragic loss and hard-won victories, they learned that leadership at every level is the most important factor in whether a team succeeds or fails. A compelling narrative with powerful instruction and direct application, Extreme Ownership revolutionises business management and challenges leaders everywhere to fulfil their ultimate purpose: lead and win. Number 8, Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Noah was born a crime, the son of a white father and a black mother, at a time when such union was punishable by prison. This is a collection of personal stories of a mischievous young boy growing into a restless young man who struggles to find his place in the world, where he was never supposed to exist. His stories weave together to form a moving and unforgettable memoir, as funny as Noah's own hilarious stand-up. Number 7, Bad Blood by John Carreyrou. The full inside story of the breathtaking rise and shocking collapse of Theranos, the multi-billion-dollar biotech startup which promised to revolutionise the medical industry with a machine that would make blood testing significantly faster and easier. It sold shares, which then valued the company at more than $9 billion. There was just one problem: the technology did not work. At number 6, Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. Fire gave us power, farming made us hungry for more, money gave us purpose, science made us deadly. This is the thrilling account of our extraordinary history, from insignificant apes to rulers of the world. In his bold and provocative book, Harari explores who we are, how we got here, and where we're going. Number 5, Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Lori Gottlieb. Lori is an insightful and compassionate therapist whose clients present with all kinds of problems. But she is not just a therapist, she's also a patient who's on her own journey. Interspersed with the stories of her clients are her own therapy sessions, as she goes in search of the hidden roots of a devastating and life-changing event. At number 4, The Right Side of History by Ben Shapiro. He argues that Western civilization is in the midst of a crisis of purpose and ideas. In The Right Side of History, Shapiro sprints through more than 3,500 years, dozens of philosophers, and a thicket of modern politics to show how our freedoms are built upon twin notions that every human being is made in God's image, and that human beings were created with reason capable of exploring God's world. At number 3, Life Will Be the Death of Me by Chelsea Handler. The comedian decides that she's had enough of the privileged bubble she's lived in, and it's time to make some changes. At home, she embarks on a year of self-sufficiency, learning how to work the remote, where to find the toaster, etc. In the process, she develops a healthy fixation on Robert Mueller and unearths some glittering truths that light up the road ahead. At number 2, Educated by Tara Westover. Tara and her family grew up preparing for the end of days and had never set foot in a classroom. As she grew older, her father became more radical and her brother more violent, and Tara knew she had to leave home. In doing so, she discovered both the transformative power of education and the price she had to pay for it. At number 1, Becoming by Michelle Obama. In the former First Lady's memoir, Michelle Obama invites readers into her world, chronicling the experiences that have shaped her from a childhood on the south side of Chicago to her years as an executive, balancing the demands of motherhood and work to a time spent at the world's most famous address. All the titles you've seen can be bought via Audible, but by clicking on the affiliated link in the description below, you can get your first audiobook completely free. If you like the video, please hit the button in the middle to subscribe, and click the videos on the left to discover the latest best-selling book and audiobook charts. Hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching. Cheerio.